I want to talk about this right quick. I was thinking about my dog Champ, who passed away suddenly back in March at the age of 13. And I'm looking at these dog videos for the last several months since his passing, and I'm gonna tell you, the more I look at these videos, the more emotionally it gets to me. I mean, it gets to me hard too, because I had that dog for so long. That's probably the dog that I owned longer than any other dog I've owned in all my years. And he was just like it was just like a child, you know, a second child. He kind of was, to be honest. And the more I think about it, the more I think of his passing. It just hurts me to my heart. It truly does. You know, dogs is truly man's best friend. They don't talk back to you. They may snap at you. They don't talk back to you. They don't judge you. They just want comfort, shelter, food, and love. That's all they ask for in return for you. You them waking you up at night when they hear the first thing that's moving outside, or when the mailman's coming to the door, or when you may have to be alert for other reasons, or when they're happy to see you go home, come home, or if they sad when they see you leave. You know, I just love them. And like I said, I just wanted to say how much I miss my dog, and I miss him so terribly. I kid you not. Anytime I watch a dog video where the dog owner is loving up on his dog, and I mean in a real loving way, not nothing perverted. And I say loving up on his dog, I'm talking about the owner himself and the dog interacting and bonding. My dog was like that with me. My dog actually, Champ, he uh he would snuggle up on me a lot of times. He would do this move. He would do this move where he would be so happy to see me. He would sit in my lap 1 minute and he would tilt his head back and plop his head in my lap like a little kid. And it was such a loving thing. It was so, so loving. It really was. And it was, and it always warmed my heart every time he did it. And I think it's one of the things I'm going to truly, exceptionally, truly miss about that dog. It was just his love and love his family. I can tell you one thing about him that it solidified me knowing that he was my dog son. Because I referred to him as a dog son, which he was. My wife and I was getting ready to go on a vacation down at Virginia Beach. Now we could have took him to a dog hotel or something like that. Um, didn't give it much of thought about doing that. I kind of regret it in a way, but nevertheless, we were leaving, and my son was actually going to watch him. My son was going to come by, stay at the house for a few days while we take him to the dog. While we go on vacation and leave him with the dog. And this true story. He saw us packing up, and what he did, we were in the kitchen, getting our things, probably packing some snacks and stuff for the trip. And I'm not joking. As soon as he saw me with my suitcase, my wife, he was just making just a moaning kind of cry, like woo. I mean, and I could hear he was crying. He was actually crying. And not wolfing, crying. He was crying. He was crying tears. So, and I could see it. And then I could see in his eyes that he knew he was going to miss us when we went on vacation. And that's basically what he was telling me. He didn't want me to go. He knew he was leaving. He knew he was. He knew he was going. He knew he was going somewhere. But he definitely could tell we were going on vacation. We packed our bags. As soon as he saw me with the bags leaving out, he was crying. Every time I think about missing him, I think the same thing. even now, I got a picture that I took of him maybe some years before he passed away. And he's standing by the door like he's getting ready to go somewhere. Every time I see that picture, I hurt that much more about it because it's like he was leaving. And that's what it reminded me of. What I did, I photoshopped and it was a picture of him at the front door, and there are a bunch of steps, look like it's going up to heaven. And every time I think about him, sometimes I think about that I know he was leaving at some point. But it gets me so emotional thinking about that because I miss him that much. I can't even watch a dog video. I can't watch a single dog video because of his passing. I just can't. It just gets to me. I don't know. Maybe my old lady was right. Maybe it's probably best we don't get another dog because at some point, you get so attached to them, and after a while, when you get old, it's just like losing a friend, a family member. It's tough, you know. It's really, really tough. It's a very hard pill to swallow at times. It truly is. It's a very hard pill to swallow even now, probably more so now than ever before because of his passing. You know. So, if you guys ever lost a dog, a pet, particularly if you had a dog, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know how I feel. I mean, it feels terrible. You know, it does. It's a very empty feeling. It's like I lost my father 2 years ago, and it still hurts. It still hurts. And losing my dog is just as hurtful, to be honest, in a different way. But it is. It really is. And every time I think about my dog, I think about how much joy he brought me in 13 years he was around. And I'll never forget that. Especially Christmas time. Oh my God, Christmas time is the best for him. You get all kind of goodies, new toys and stuff, and new snacks. He would just go overboard. He would just jump over the moon. I don't know if I ever get another dog anytime soon or anytime ever. But I know I have the memories of my dog, who I used to refer to for several years in our houses for Christmas dogs. But I know I'll have those memories, and those memories will always be with me as long as I live. I'm out.